Here we are with a new updated TikTok hair tutorial because so many of you still want to look like a famous TikToker. Unfortunately, I can't. But anyway, you all want to have that messy kind of look, and guys like Josh Richards are paving the way for having that longer, grown out, messy type of look. And I get so many people asking me questions on how to achieve that look. Now, I do have the TikToker hairstyle kit, which literally you guys are so many people are buying them that I almost feel like telling you to stop buying them because they're selling too fast. So I do have that kit, which includes everything you need except for something brand new, which I'm really excited to share with you, an iron. I now officially have a new hair tool, which is a styling iron, and I'm going to be going over this today. I'm really excited about these, and I'm going to show you how you can use this to create that TikToker hairstyle. You can also obviously use the brush. You can do a few things. You can use the entire TikToker hairstyle kit, and you can take it a step further if you want a bit more of that kind of movement and texture and locked in style with the iron. So let's get started with the preparation first. So I know some of you think it's just as easy as using a brush or using an iron, but to me, because you are using heat, I do suggest a few things. So when you're washing your hair, and I do have great shampoos and conditioners, which I suggest checking out, I always say 25 spray is the ultimate foundational spray for doing any sort of style because it has heat protection, it's got great vitamins and benefits in it, 25 benefits in this, okay? So you spray it in a few spritzes when the hair is wet, and then you can blow dry it. Now, when it comes to the blow drying, I suggest using a brush like this. I do sell these also. It's got the rubber handle, so you have a lot of control. Brush the product through, brush the 25 spray through, right? If you're using Tidal Wave, which is the ultimate spray for getting this type of look, spray this in and then brush it through. I don't suggest combing it through with a traditional hair cutting comb like this because the hair is a little bit longer. You will notice some pulling of the hair sometimes if you're not careful, if you don't know how to really properly comb your hair or brush your hair. That's why this vet brush, it's a lot safer for the hair because it also gets through the knots too. And that's what you're trying to do here. You want your hair, anytime you're using a hot tool or anything, you want to make sure that the hair is completely free of any tangles and knots. Now, the blow drying process. What you can do is use the blow dryer, use the nozzle, and you can create those flips with the round brush. It's the TikToker brush, which is on the website, shop.thesalonguy.com. So this is the TikToker hairbrush that I'm referring to. You can get this on its own, right? We have loads of them in stock now, or you can buy it, together with the TikToker hair kit, which I highly suggest. You can create those flips, you can create that movement. If your hair is very, very dry, all right, if it's dry, if it's frizzy, and you still want that look, you can achieve it. But what you need to do with the round brush is you need to smooth out the hair first by using a technique which is locking in the hair onto the brush, using the nozzle of the blow dryer, and working it through. I have videos and loads of tutorials on how to smooth out your hair. So definitely do that because you want your hair to look healthy. And if your hair is wavy, if it's frizzy, and you want it to look very, very smooth, then you have to blow dry it the right way. Now, wavy hair, there's nothing wrong with wavy hair, right? Actually, wavy hair or curly hair works great for these types of styles that you may not even need to do much of it. But for someone who's got very straight hair, that's where this is going to come into play. So now let's talk about the next step by using this iron. And I'm going to explain to you about what it is. So basically, after the hair is fully blow dried, it's nice and smooth. If you have pretty much straight hair, frizz-free hair, then this is going to be ideal anyway. So what you want to do is use this right here. And the reason I had this made, okay, this took a long time, and this was a big investment for me to have these done. First of all, the brand colors, the black and red, which is part of my logo. And I wanted to create something that's more user-friendly, which I always do with my products, it's mini. It's a mini iron, okay? And in my experience as a professional, sometimes the full-size irons, they're great to work with for certain types of things. But especially if you're a guy, you've got shorter hair, it's going to be a lot more difficult to work with a tool that's like twice the size of what you need for, right? So I wanted a mini styling tool, right, which is this, a mini iron. And this isn't hot, right, by the way. What you can do so many things. You can, create little bends like that. You can create the waves or the flips, which I'll show you guys how you can do that. You can smooth out the hair. You can do a lot with this, right? It's great for traveling. So the iron itself, it's a USB power source. So you can charge this. Here, it comes with the USB cable right here. You just need something to plug it into and the power source, and you can charge it that way. And on the LCD screen right here, it's got the meter to show it's fully charged. You've got 3 different temperatures, and it also has a lot of great benefits that I like as well. I haven't turned this on yet, but it comes with the USB. It has a travel pouch, which is really, really great. So it fits right into the pouch like so, and you can carry it along, put it in your bag, you're good to go. There it is. Comes with instructions, and it is shipped in this plain, simple box, right? And I've got the barcode on the back here, and that's it. I want to keep it simple. So there's a few other things about this iron too. It's got a little lock button right here. So to lock it, you push this in. To unlock it, you push the button, and now it's unlocked. So another great thing is that it doesn't open up super wide this way. So you have just enough room for you to be able to use it and work with it in a very simple way. So let's turn this on. So you hold it down, and there it is. So it's showing that it's 100%. So you've got 165 degrees Celsius, 185, and 205. So let's go right in the middle at 185. And what it's going to do, it's going to heat up to that specific temperature. While it's doing that, and what's great is you can hold it, you can put it down. Obviously, with any hot tool, you want to be careful. Don't lay this on paper or anything that could catch fire. I mean, you want to be very careful with this because, yes, it's a hot tool, all right? So what it's doing now is it's heating up. I'm just going to place it down on my tray, and then we're good to go. So the great thing about this is it's got the 3D floating ceramic coated plates, okay, which means that it's going to allow for consistent heat throughout the entire plate, which is great. Some smoothing irons, what it does is they're not consistently heated throughout the entire plate, so the hair strand itself is not evenly being straightened. So the ceramic coating plate helps lock the moisture in, so it's actually conditioning the hair, it's not damaging the hair. And it gives you even heat distribution. So I'm reading the notes from my website. It also helps reduce split ends. It heats in about 30 seconds to your desired temperature. And the charging time is about 3 hours to fully charge it. And you get about 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes of working time, okay? Like if you're using it nonstop. And then it automatically shuts off after 40 minutes of not using it. So now what I like to do, the test to make sure it's warm, is I have this weird thing where I just smell it. I can just feel the heat. I go, yep, it's ready, okay? So it's ready to be used. What I like to do, anytime I'm using any sort of hot tool, is I'm going to use a little bit of Locked, which has some UV protection, some heat protection in it. Also, the 25 spray does too. So I like to just spray a little bit of that onto the hair. And then I'll take the brush, the vent brush, and I'll brush the hair through. So we are good to go. If you do have clips, I would suggest using some clips. But let's take a section right in the very, very front here. And you want to take the section about no more than ½ inch thick. And let's get this hair out of the way. All right, so now the iron is ready to go. It stopped blinking. It's fully heated at that temperature. You can use a brush or you can use a comb, right? When you're trying to style this, I like to use a comb So what you want to do is you want to actually flip the hair up. So you want to come from underneath and flip the hair up. I'm going to do the opposite because I'm going to be on top of it, right? So I'm going to take the iron. I like to do one pass first to help smooth the hair out. And then what I'll do is I will do one pass here. I'll hold it for a second, like that. And then I'm going to let go and flip it out, all right? So I'm basically just flipping the hair up. Comb it to make sure the knot's out, all right? Then you're gonna comb underneath, do one pass like that, and then what you're going to do is you are going to start to turn to point the iron upwards like this. You can even go around this way, hold it for a few seconds, and then let go. And what you're doing is you're creating flips in the hair, which helps you get that TikToker type of hairstyle, all right? And then after a while you get used to doing this, you'll be able to do it relatively quickly. You can even come under and do it one more time, hold it, and let it go. All right, so what I've done is I've basically gone throughout the head and I just created some flips down and through here, right? The hair is very, 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 very long, okay? So you're only gonna be able to get so much with this, and there's really like no layers. So now the key to this is this part. So you bring the hair back, and then you work it forward, and then that's how you're going to get that look, all right? Let's spin this around this way. That's how you're gonna get that flip, is when you bring everything back, push it forward, and then the hair is going to have its flips, right? That's how you're gonna get that kind of more wild TikToker type of look, as you can see through here. Now, also you can use the hairspray if you want, all right? You can work the hair back like this. You can spray it when the hair is back, and then you're gonna get those flips right throughout the front here. So the iron is a great alternative to creating these types of looks. And if you are in the need for something like this, right, this type of hairstyle, I know it's wild and crazy, but this is a great alternative, all right? This mannequin hair itself is very, very dry, very porous, doesn't have a lot of layers to it, so it's not the easiest to achieve this type of look. Doesn't have the right haircut for it. And to me, personally, it's a little too long, I think, for this style. But if you wanted to wear it, then here it is. So these retail for $70, and here are the perks. One, you get free shipping in the United States because it's over $50. That's the one perk. And also, if you use code YouTube20, please stop using that code. You guys are killing me. YouTube20 gets you 20% off. So this $70 drops down quite a bit because you're saving yourself. But you know, these were costly to make. I have to pay for the shipping. Doesn't come free in general. I have to pay for the shipping. So, you know, it's a good deal, and I think you guys would be happy with this because they're so easy to work with, right? It doesn't dry out, damage the hair. That's what I like about it. It doesn't get so hot where you're singeing the hair, all right? It's kind of like the locked hairspray. It's like a light, medium-ish hold, really, really pliable, great to work with. Same thing like this. It's like when you're cutting hair and you have scissors that are too sharp, you're actually afraid to work with them. The great thing about this iron, yes, it does get hot, be careful, but it's not one of those irons where it's like you touch it and your skin burns off, okay? It's very easy to work with. Again, keep in mind, it is a hot tool. You can hurt yourself, but just be smart and let this thing, after it's done, turn it off. Make sure you always turn it off. You turn it off by holding the power button, shuts off, and then you can lock it in place by pushing the button in, and you're good to go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.